Hi, today I'm reviewing the Roche-Posay Pure Vitamin C Serum. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check out my Patreon page, or click on the Amazon link below. So, this brand just came out with a few new serums, which I was really excited about trying. And out of all three of them, I only picked up the Pure Vitamin C to give it a try. All of the serums have some alcohol and fragrance in there with very sensitive skin. Can be a bit of an issue, so I decided I love trying new vitamin C products. Love it. I just look forward to it. It makes my day. So I decided to give this one a try. And let's see what the brand says. La Roche-Posay Pure Vitamin C Face Serum with Salicylic Acid is an anti-aging face serum with 10% pure vitamin C, neuroxanthine, and salicylic acid. It leaves skin feeling softer and more hydrated. Skin looks more radiant, it looks visibly refined, reduces the looks of wrinkles. And then it says allergy-tested formula with fragrance. So when you see that, allergy-tested formula with fragrance, well, this must be an okay one with fragrance in it. If it's allergy-tested, right? That doesn't mean anything. It means they tested it maybe on one person, maybe two, maybe five. We don't know the results, so I don't know. All we know is they tested it. That means nothing. So, I don't know. Just really with marketing, you really have to be very skeptical with all of it. Just because it was tested means nothing. You know what? They could have tested 5 people and all of them broke out into a rash that took 10 years to heal or something. I mean, that's all it means. So, anyway, unless it's done by in a lab by placebo blind, you know, all that good stuff, and published in a journal. Otherwise, it means nothing. So, anyway, always take everything like that with a grain of salt. So, always do your own research, and you know what? Just because someone believes it doesn't always mean it's true. You always have to find out for yourself. So, okay, on to my Sarah score criteria. My first one is packaging, and they've done this with a standard dropper bottle. Although I do like it a little bit because the bottle's orange, so you can find it a little bit easier, especially if you have a lot of products from The Ordinary. It's hard to wade through them all and find what you're looking for when you want to use it. So I do like that they kind of colored the bottle so it's a little bit more opaque, and most of it's covered with a label. So although I really like Timeless makes a great vitamin C serum that used to come in a dropper bottle, and they recently just upgraded their packaging, so now it's in an airtight container, which is great because vitamin C degrades really fast once it's exposed to light and air, especially air. So a dropper bottle, every time you open it, it's exposed to more and more air, and it gets less and less effective the more and more you use it. So I was really excited about that because that's one of my favorite vitamin C products. And to see them upgrading their packaging, maybe others will follow suit, hopefully. Okay, on to my second criteria, which is denatured alcohol. Unfortunately with this one, denatured alcohol is the 5th ingredient, so there's a decent amount of it. Thankfully, it's not the first or second ingredient, but still having it in the top 5 means there's a fair amount of it, so it can be drying and sometimes can cause free radical damage, which is what you're trying to counteract with vitamin C. So having a formula with a lot of vitamin C, 10%, denatured alcohol, we've got fragrance, I'll get to that in a second, and then salicylic acid, which is an exfoliating ingredient. Having a combination of those actives in there, which just kind of makes it more likely that you could get a reaction from it, or just the combination of. So if you use this, I really recommend following it with a good moisturizer to kind of counteract that denatured alcohol. Okay, on to my third criteria, which is fragrance, which I kind of just mentioned. It has a floral scent to it. Fragrance is the last ingredient, and it does dissipate in about 10 minutes or so. Out of all the fragrances, I just really dislike floral scented things. If it was like vanilla or, I don't know, cinnamon or herbal scent or almost anything else, it wouldn't be as bad. But floral for me is just annoying. But I know a lot of people probably like it, so no issues with that. But again, it's just another potential irritant that, especially if you have sensitive skin, in combination with alcohol, vitamin C active, salicylic acid in there. So if you have sensitive skin, this one might not be your best option. So Let me go on to my fourth criteria, which is the manufacturing location, and this one is made in France, so no issues with that. Let me do a quick pH test of it for you guys that love to know, especially with vitamin C. It can be, vitamin C serums are typically most effective when they're at a pH between 2 and 3. Although this one contains salicylic acid, which is most effective between 3 and 4 pH. So that's just something to keep in mind. And this one pH is looking like it's about 5. So it's a little bit out of the range for the salicylic acid to really be effective in exfoliating, and a little bit too high to have the vitamin C be as effective as it could be between 2 and 3%. So this one's right about 5. The skin's natural pH is right about 5.5%, and this one's pretty close to that. So I don't know what to say. This just isn't going to be the most effective vitamin C serum. So let me get on to the ease of use. They recommend applying this in the morning to face and neck. Personally, I would recommend, if you have sensitive skin, to try and avoid the neck area. The neck can be more sensitive than the skin on the face. So especially with the salicylic acid in there. It does layer well. And personally, I'm finding a lot of good results. I use one vitamin C serum in my morning routine, and I've been using another vitamin C in my evening routine, and it's really added a bit of glow to my skin, I would say. And using one that's more of an oil-based, more hydrating vitamin C serum is what I've been using in my evening routine, and then using one that layers well in my morning routine. It seems to be working very well for me. I have no complaints with it. This one layers well. It does have a thicker texture, if you notice, and the dropper bottle of it's just a little odd. It's just a different shaped dropper bottle. It does have a thicker, kind of stickier texture to it, but it absorbs pretty quickly and tends to layer well with other products. And once it's absorbed, it doesn't set to a sticky finish. I don't have any issues at all with that. But if you have sensitive skin, just keep that in mind when you're applying it, especially to your neck area. On to my sixth criteria, which is antioxidants. So this has 10% L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C, not vitamin C, that is vitamin C, vitamin E, sodium hyaluronate. We've got hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid for more hydration, adenosine, which is a good skin soothing and anti-wrinkle ingredient. You'll see it in a lot of things. Acetyl dipeptide 1, which is a really good skin calming ingredient. Then we've got the salicylic acid I was talking about, which is a beta hydroxy acid, which helps clear pores, helps with skin texture, and also helps prevent and also heal breakouts. They've done a decent job really focusing on a few ingredients, which is nice. It would have been nice to see a couple other good antioxidants in there, maybe some licorice root or some brightening ingredients, but overall doesn't have a ton of antioxidants and beneficial ingredients, but it does contain a few good ones. So I gave them a passing grade on that one, although I would have liked to see more. And then on my seventh criteria, which is animal testing, Roche-Posay is not cruelty-free. Not a huge fan of that. Hopefully things are changing. I know a lot happened last year regarding animal cruelty and cosmetics, and hopefully that continues on into 2020. Last year there's a really lot going on, and a few big brands went cruelty-free. CoverGirl's one of them. One of the biggest brands in the world went cruelty-free. If they can do it, you guys can do it. On to my eighth criteria, which is performance. And I like it. It sets to a nice matte finish. It plays well with other products. Gives skin a bit of extra brightness. Brightness helps a little bit with hyperpigmentation issues. Although, in my opinion, for daytime use, the amount of denatured alcohol and fragrance can kind of counteract some of that and be more pro-aging than some of the good things you're getting, especially with salicylic acid in there. Although the pH is so high that a lot of the active ingredients aren't likely to be as much of a benefit as if it would be in a proper pH tested. The one nice thing about this, though, especially for those that have fungal acne issues, is that it is a fungal acne safe vitamin C product, which some of them are, but there's not a lot of products that I've reviewed that are totally fungal acne safe, so that's a very exciting thing to see. I didn't find it to be as hydrating as some other vitamin C serums. And then in terms of other acneogenic ingredients, we've got dimethicone and vitamin E. So overall, it's pretty good in that area, although it's got a shorter ingredient list, so there's just a less likely of that being an issue. Overall, it's pretty good though. So my ninth criteria is the price. So this is the full size, which is 1 ounce, and it retails for $39.99, although you can always shop around, get on sale. Ulta, this brand's on sale off and on frequently, or they have their 20% off coupon they send out a few times a year. It's worth watching for that. But, I mean, it's not ridiculously priced, because there are some vitamin C products that are $100 and more. There are also some great ones that are $30 and under. I think it's worth shopping around a little bit. This one just happens to be kind of right in the middle, where it's not ridiculously expensive, but it's not cheap like some other ones from like The Ordinary, or Timeless, I think is around $25, or the Glow Maker, I think that's around $29. So always do a little bit of shopping around before you pick it up, because they might have a good promo, or anyway, just shop around. It's good. You'll save money. And then my 10th criteria is the it factor. Really wanted to like this serum a lot more than I really ended up liking it. It's got a decent amount of denatured alcohol, the floral fragrance, and then salicylic acid just make it potentially irritating for sensitive skin. Although I do like the fact that it's a decent option for those with fungal acne issues who don't have sensitive skin. pH is an issue, obviously. And then overall price. If this had been more of a bargain, I think I could be more excited about it, but it's really not. It's a fair price, but it's not a deal. Anyway, I gave this a 5 out of 10, which I think is like a D or an F maybe. Depends on if there's a bell curve or not, I guess. Is there a bell curve with this? I don't know. I'm going to give it a F. D. D plus. D minus. Okay. So, anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to try it out yet or not, and if you have what your thoughts are, or if you've tried any of the new serums out from Roche-Posay. What have you tried from them, and how have you liked it? So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for more tomorrow, and thank you so much.